Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to the homestead. Boy, it got cold quick. And when it gets cold quick, you have got to scramble on your homestead to get things done. And one of those things we're gonna show you right now. And if we don't do it, we're gonna lose everything. So the sun is beautiful out here this morning, and I'm actually gonna strip down because the sun is warm. Even though it's 52 out here, this feels like it's warmer. So tonight and tomorrow night is supposed to be in the 30s here in East Texas, and we have to get all of this gorgeous produce that's still in the garden out of here. Let's show you what we have left. So even though it's not gonna freeze most of these fruits, we need to get out of here because they're just gonna kind of get mushy. It's just gonna be too cold for them, including this awesome summer squash that came up as a volunteer. Now, I'm not gonna do anything silly like pull up the plant. I'm gonna wait till it dies naturally because this is the new garden area. I put some compost from our compost pile in it, and it had the crookneck squash seeds already in there. This is a volunteer plant. I'm just gonna pick off the fruit that is a perfect size for eating right now. I'll leave the others and see what happens. Oh, my knife's broken. But look at this. This is gorgeous. And I don't have any bugs out here. How fantastic is that? This is something I'm even more surprised about because eggplant loves the hot weather. I still have eggplant. Look at these beautiful flowers that are still on here all over the place. Now, hopefully, well, they did last the cold last night. It was about 42, and they can handle that, no problem. But again, if it gets down into the 30s, we're gonna start to have an issue and things are gonna start to die back a little bit. These are definitely a hot weather fruit. And they love the hot weather. It got so cold so quick that there is a worry that if you don't get the rest of your harvest out of the garden, you're not going to be able to eat any of it. I actually see I have a couple of whiteflies. These whiteflies should be dying off, but they're not. Not sure why. We're going to hit it again with that neem oil and soap mixture, and that'll take care of them. If you haven't seen that video on how to make the neem oil and Sal Suds soap mixture for killing a lot of nasty bugs in the garden, go check out up here. Now, eggplant can tolerate temperatures down into the 60s, but when you start getting down into the low 50s, then you're gonna get some chilling injury on them. Anything below that, and it's really going to start to injure the plant to the point where it's gonna die off for the season. Now that's normal for eggplant, but this pink tongue seems to be fairly hardy. Like I said, it was down in the 40s last night, and these plants look really good. I'm gonna keep them alive and growing as long as I possibly can, but since we're gonna hit the 30s in the next day or two, I might as well get everything that I can get right now. So look at all these gorgeous peppers that we have left. Now, peppers will tolerate temperatures down to about 55 before they start completely shutting down their production. The pepper plants will die if the temperature gets below 32. So if they get a frost, they're done. So I don't want to chance it. We're only supposed to be 38, 39 here in a couple of days, if not tonight. But I want to get all of these beautiful Marconis off here and our green bells and all the other ones that I've got left. So let's take care of that, see how much we get.
Yeah, this is how you pick them. You have to kind of put your finger there and kind of like rip it, but be careful with the plant.
Twisting it off? There, you can twist it off. Can you get it? You can't get it?
Oh, careful of that little one.
There you go. Can you put it in the basket? Awesome.
Ooh.
Pinch it off with your nails. Can you do that?
Mhm.
Can you help her, Erin?
Okay. First, you have to twist it as. Yep. You got it. You got it.
Yay! Put it in the basket. So remember, when it comes to peppers, you can overwinter peppers. I did a video on that 2 weeks ago. You can check it out right here. Basically, if you get them into a pot and you get them into a place where they will survive over the winter in proper temperatures, you will have pepper plants for a very long time. But look at this gorgeous bounty right here. Look, I've got half a bushel of peppers, crookneck squash, and eggplant. Awesome. Now, I didn't even add in our seasonal vegetables, right? We've got kales and Swiss chards and collard greens and things like that all over the garden. We just transplanted in our Chinese cabbages, all the cabbages and broccolis and things like that. So those aren't close to being mature. The carrots aren't, the beets aren't, things like that. But we hope to continue to have a great harvest throughout the season. So let's show you one more thing. This is important. We actually did this yesterday because these weren't going to survive for very much longer outside. And currently, I'm looking at my phone. It is 56 degrees. And then I can't show you that because it tells you my location, and I can't do that. But I can show you this right here, which shows you the temperature. I have a Bluetooth humidity monitor and temperature monitor inside of our greenhouse. Okay, let's look at this. You see it in the sun. It is 109, 110 degrees in the greenhouse. It is 56 out here. So that tells you how important it is actually to have a greenhouse on your homestead. So let's go in there. We actually need to vent this. I didn't get to it quickly enough. It is blazing hot in here. What do we have in here? We've got our citrus. We've got our citrus, and we actually have one of the pepper plants which does not look good. It got too hot for it in here. So we've got all these little citrus trees here. They still have, as you can see, fruit on them, and that fruit is ripening. We've got our old ones that have never fruited because we started them from seed. I don't know if they ever will. Maybe not. And wow, it's hot in here. Woo! We've got our lemongrass. I'm gonna grab this poor little guy right here, this pepper plant, and I am gonna get him out. He needs to chill out, literally. Where's my little Bluetooth thermometer? Oh, there we go. I opened the door and it dropped a degree. This thing is really cool. This has been on for months, and you can see the battery hasn't even budged. It's been on for months. It's Bluetooth. I can monitor all over my property. I put it inside my, what do you call it? My root cellar, my garbage can root cellar. And it monitored the temp in there. So I thought I'd bring it out here, and it works really well also. And I can check it in the house, which is fantastic. So this little is called a GoV. I got a great deal on it, on some Amazon deal. I'll leave a description in the, or I'll leave a link in the description below for it. It's really handy, and that battery is unbelievable. Lasts forever. Whew, I gotta walk out of there. That's the thing about a greenhouse though at this time of year, well, for me, at this time of year. Maybe not up in the north, but 56 outside, 110 inside. You have to vent it. And I actually need to put in some automatic vents on this thing because it just gets too blazing hot in there. You can see the pepper is just having a rough day. And but the other ones, obviously the citrus, don't mind that high temperature, although it can dry them out really quick, and the amount of water that they will need is going to be a lot more. So you need to keep opening and closing. If you don't have proper ventilation ports in your greenhouse, it's something you're going to have to do, is keep opening and closing your greenhouse when it fluctuates in temperatures like this. So it's going to get up to 62 today, I believe, and I don't know what that would equate to inside the greenhouse, but it would be silly hot and not good. So make sure that you get all of these things picked out of your garden when you think that there's a frost coming, or you're just gonna lose all that you've worked really hard to grow. You're gonna lose it. So we had to get out here today, get all that picked, and it's such a blessing. We're gonna have a great dinner, a great lunch, and give those jalapenos to a friend of mine at church. He loves the jalapenos. I'm the only one who likes them in the family. Nobody else does. Have a beautiful, blessed day, everyone. Now check out this video right here, which shows you how we do a quick compost on our leaves to make pure leaf mold. Have a great day. Love ya. See you in the next video. Bye.